in Persian. Transcription is not just a matter of typing or not just a matter of translation. It's a matter of typing, translation, and speed. In order to be a successful transcriber, you need to know some computer-assisted technologies as well. For example, our assistive technology is called Ez Transcribe. Ez Transcribe was designed by me myself in 2002 and updated many times, 38 times, and now you receive update 38 portable version. This software is portable. You don't need to install it. You just need to run the executive file. The executive file is eztranscribe.exe. By the way, this sound is the sound of my assistive technology, JAWS. That's because I am blind and I need to use a screen reader that reads the computer screen for me. JAWS is a very dear friend of mine. It reads everything for me. I don't use any headphone because I want to record the voice of JAWS, and I also want you to hear the audible feedback of the software and the voice of audio file. I don't make JAWS silent in case some other blind people might like to learn the skill. Audio transcription is a very valuable skill for translators. Most translators are not very familiar with audio transcription, or they do it in inefficient ways because they don't know the assistive technologies and they are not good typists. Well, let's run the software. What is this software? This software is a combination of WordPad and Windows Media Player. That's because we don't want to keep pressing Alt plus Tab in order to switch between Media Player and Microsoft Word. We want to do the work while listening to audio or watching our video. In the same media player that you play the audio or video file, you can take the video back and forward or pause the video or audio, and this increases your speed significantly. Additionally, it has some extra features for transcribers. For example, writing the names of characters automatically with keyboard shortcuts, or writing some common phrases automatically with keyboard shortcuts, or writing subtitles for films in SRT format, and much more. However, this version of your audio transcriber, this version of your Ez Transcriber is a silver version. 90% of its features are free, but 10% of advanced features are not free. You don't need those advanced features right now, but in future, if you need them, you might purchase a golden key. Let's run the software now. I click on eztranscribe.exe. The software opens up. It automatically goes to the last file that I was editing or translating. It opens the audio file automatically, opens the text file automatically, and goes to the last position of the audio file that I was transcribing. Let me increase the audio file, the volume. This is our audio file. Let me pause the audio. Now, let's get to know the environment of this software. This software has 3 modes. We can switch between the 3 modes using F6 or Escape or F5. By pressing F6, we go to File List. When we go to File List, we can select our audio or video file and folder and drive. Again, when we press F6 again, we go to Study Mode, and if we press F6 again, we go to Edit Mode. In Edit Mode, we can write our text. If I press F12 or I go to File, Save As, I go to Save As, I can save my file in any folder I like. For example, I call my file Alaki. By the way, if you are using JAWS or NVDA, a screen reader software like me, try to put it in echo off mode so it does not speak while you are typing. Echo off means JAWS is not turned off, but it does not speak in this software. You can also adjust it to be echo off in Ez Transcribe only, but not in other environments of Windows. Now I want to delete all the text I have written here. I press Ctrl A, press backspace. It gives me an alert. Are you sure you want to delete this big part? Yes. The software prevents accidental deletion of large pieces of text. If you select a text that is larger than 100 characters, you want to delete the text, it gives you an alert. Are you sure you want to delete this big part? You say yes. That's because you might delete your file accidentally, and this alert helps you prevent deleting the whole file by pressing Ctrl A. This is particularly important to blind people. Okay, in the beginning of the file, I write the subject of the file. For example, focus group discussion. Remember, if you are a blind person and you are using your assistive technology, if you write a wrong word, the software beeps. For example, instead of hello, if I write hello with one L, see, hello with one L, there's a beep, there's an alert that tells you this word is incorrect. If you want to deactivate the alert, you go to settings and you uncheck the checkbox of Farsi spell check or English spell check, and it does not alert you with the audible spell checker. This sound, this is the sound of saving. If you press Ctrl S, you save the file. Remember to save your file before exiting the software. However, the software automatically saves the file every 2.5 minutes, and in case you forget to save your file, when you open up the software, it alerts you that you have not saved the last file properly, or if there's a kind of power cutoff, electricity cutoff, it saves your work every 2.5 minutes. Okay, after writing the subject, focus group discussion, I write the duration, colon. Now I want to write the duration of the file. I press Ctrl Shift and T. If I press Ctrl Shift T, it writes the duration. Wait a minute. Ctrl Shift T. And yes, this is 51-minute file, and now I want to start writing the audio. There are several types of audio files. FGDs, focus group discussions, are usually held with one moderator and several respondents. IDIs, in-depth interviews, have one moderator and one respondent. Paired IDIs or paired FGDs have two respondents only, PDI, paired IDI. And also there are some conferences or seminars that have only one speaker at each time, although the speaker might be changed, but at each moment you have only one speaker, there's no discussion. The file we are gonna transcribe now is an FGD, focus group discussion. Let me open the audio file. I press escape or F6 here to go to file list. File list, then I press tab to go to folders list. I press enter on F at the top of the folder list, then I press T. I go to I press N, NF, I go to T, transcribe, then I go to transcription, then I go to market research panel samples, then I I go to Arabic. Now I press Shift plus Tab and return to the file list. مجموعة مناقشات المركز الممتدة. This is our audio file. I press enter on the audio file. It is in fact a video file. Well, the video or audio file starts playing. Then I press F6 twice to go to edit mode again. Remember, when we wanna transcribe FGDs, we should go to our settings and we should uncheck character names. If you check this part, character names, some of your keyboard shortcuts might perform differently from when you are transcribing IDIs. I deactivate character names because I don't want to write the names of characters here. Well, character names was deactivated, was already deactivated. Now, I want to start transcribing. I press Ctrl T. Here I write 000, the start time of my audio file. Then in the next line I write M colon space. I start writing the what the moderator says. For example, I'm not very good in Arabic language, but I write some things that I think she is saying. Good afternoon. Well, good afternoon. I am Monar. Monar is not in the dictionary of the software, so it beeps. It says this word is new. I can ignore the beep, or I can correct the word, or I might press Ctrl N. Ctrl N adds this word to the dictionary of the software. Monar Mohammed. Well, a طالب of كلية إعلان. A student of Alan college. You see, instead of college I wrote COE. I can define some terms as abbreviations, so the software will complete those abbreviations. How do we define abbreviations? If you want to define an abbreviation, you go to the software folder. Remember, in order to go from this software to other folders or to your desktop, you press Alt Tab. Or in order to close the software, you press Alt F4. I press Alt Tab, I go to spell folder. I have Farsi and English. I go to English, then to autocorrect. Here in autocorrect folder, I can put some TXT files that are tab delimited TXT files. I can define my abbreviations in those TXT files. For example, I want to define college as an abbreviation. I go to user define or to any other file I like, any TXT file I like. I go to the end of the file. I press enter in order to create an empty line. I write, for example, COE, then tab. I write college. Or for example, P1 instead of one piece filter. If I press Ctrl S, I save the file, and then I go to here. I keep the file open, but I don't save it. I press Alt Tab to go to Ez Transcribe. I should press F5 in order to update the dictionary of the file. When I press F5, that abbreviation is defined for the software. However, it does not correct the abbreviation until the end of file when you press easy correct button. At the end of the file, at the end of the work, you press easy correct and it completes all the abbreviations. That's because if it wants to complete the abbreviated words during your typing process, the software will become slow. Okay, let me write what she says. We're gonna discuss many topics, particularly about TVs. If you're seeing my screen, I'm writing many things in abbreviated forms because they will be completed. For example, TVs, TVS, I wrote them in small form, but easy correct will make it capital. I wrote PRLY instead of particularly. Our discussion is about the years 2017 and 2016. Well, imagine I write all the things this moderator says and one of the respondents starts speaking. In order to write what the respondent says, I press Shift Enter. It goes to the next line. I write something. For example, hello, I am Javad. The other respondent speaks. For example, I press Shift Enter again. It writes 2 dashes. I write in front of the 2 dashes. I write, for example, hello, I am Neda. Again, if moderator speaks, I press Ctrl M. It writes an empty line and M2 colon, M colon. In front of M colon, I write, well, we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. In order to play the audio file, I press Ctrl Enter. In order to pause, I press Ctrl Enter again. In order to step back, go one step back, I press Ctrl K. See? I play now. Ctrl K, Ctrl K. I press Ctrl K to go one step back, or Ctrl Alt K to go one step forward. How long is the step? Our default step is 7 seconds. How can we change our step? You can change the step by using your mouse or keyboard. If you're gonna use your mouse, go to the bottom right corner of the screen. You see an edit box or a numeric up down called step. You can change it from 7 to 8, 6 or whatever you like. When you press Ctrl K, it goes one step back, 7 seconds back, or one step forward. Ctrl Alt K, it goes one step forward. Let me go to study mode now. I pressed escape. I went from edit mode to study mode. In study mode, if I press enter, it plays the file. I press enter again, it stops the file. If I press left and right buttons, it goes one step back or forward. If I press the numeric keypad or the numbers on my keyboard, I can change the step. For example, I write 8. It says step 0.8 and then I press enter. This changes my step from 7 seconds to 8 seconds. If I press 7 again and I press enter, it changes the step to 7 seconds again. Now I press F6 or F5 again to go to edit mode. I continue writing down the text. Well, now when I want to exit the file, I press Ctrl S. I press Alt F4 in order to close the software. If you are among the people who are gonna write our audio file, please download the audio file and the software, and write only 1 minute of the file. Give me the 1 minute of the file so I can tell you your probable mistakes or the formatting mistakes or whatever I see in the file that needs commenting. Do not write the file completely, because if you write the complete file and the quality of the file or the formatting or anything will not be acceptable, you will not be accepted among the audio transcribers of Iran Openda. Just write 1 minute of your audio file and send the Word document to me. This software saves your file in DOC format, doc format, that is the format of Word 97 till Word 2003. When you open the file in your Microsoft Word that is surely newer than 2003, I suggest that you save as docx, I mean saving the file as a newer format, so you can enjoy more formatting features in your Microsoft Word. However, this is completely optional, arbitrary. Well, send me your doc file, only 1 minute of your audio file transcribed in your destination language, in English, and I'll tell you what to do next. Remember, if you put the software in your system drive, drive C, you need to run it in administrator mode. So I suggest that you don't put the folder in drive C, put it in drive D, drive E, or any drive that you like. Okay, goodbye, have a happy time.